This is Dimitri from Paramotor. I want to talk today about our Freestyle suspension system on the Iris Infinity. I don't know, it's currently gusting to about 18 miles an hour, which is a little too much to fly, but we'll try to get up in a little bit and then try to reach a ridge soaring spot so I can show you how this works. So as you can see, we're flying paramotor I call Pinky Smalls. It has the combination of the Freestyle suspension system, as you can see here, and it has torque compensation fins. And we're going to do a recap as we crab completely sideways because I can't go forward. There's no forward speed. Alright, so what is the Freestyle suspension system? In short, we have fully articulating swing arms that move up and down, side to side. They rotate, they move in any direction that you want, as you can see here. And the swing arms are dampened, which means they have a neutral position that they return to. So they're not fully free moving, they are slightly rigid. So this gives you the best feeling of weight shift and the most feedback back from your glider. And combined with the torque fins on our machines that are a new feature, the machine flies straight, even with really, really soft bushings like this one. So as a result, you get the most playful control system that you can get on a paramotor. And the best part is it doesn't come back, or it doesn't come with any of the drawbacks that other similar systems have. I can probably kill the motor at this point. Yep. Can I actually ridge soar without working too hard? Yes, I can. That's much better. Alright, we are properly ridge soaring now. Probably blowing about 18 miles an hour here or something like that. Alright, so on a regular paramotor, as you might know, we have swing arms. And those swing arms, they move up and down. And honestly, swing arms that move up and down work great. They are probably one of the best innovations in paramotors in the last few years. And there's good reason that every paramotor brand out there uses them. Look at this, I'm just parked. And so, by all means, up until now, for most pilots, that is the best system that's out there, and it works great. It's nice and simple. So, what's different about the Freestyle suspension system by Iris Paramotors? So, our swing arms, they go up and down. They also have swivel bearings at the primary attachment, which means they act more like a ball joint in your car suspension. So, they move up and down. They also move side to side, and so they can rotate in any directions. Yes, this has been done by other paramotor manufacturers in the past. But what's different about our system is that we have urethane dampers, which keep them in a straight position while you fly normal, like I'm doing right now. Flying pretty mellow, just no weight shift at all, just using toggles. So we're using regular offset blocks, so there's a little bit of torque compensation from that, and basically flying neutral. I'm a little concerned about this wind picking up so much. Anyway, so when you fly normal, these act like normal swing arms. However, when you start using more weight shift and you start pulling more G's, the swing arms are allowed to move in all other directions. So you get significantly more weight shift authority, and you also get a lot more feedback from your glider. So as you can see, we're just chilling here on this ridge, perched up like a bird. And I'm flying neutral, but if I move my legs around, everything moves around. So if I go like this and do a little bit of weight shift, the glider is going to turn. Right now it's kind of pinned to where the wind is. Well, let's go this way. I'm going to weight shift this way. And we're going to do a pretty drastic turn that way. And so everything is allowed to move. This is the closest feeling you can get to a free flight harness. And that might not be the best thing for old pilots, especially newer pilots. But for anybody that does any sort of thermaling, freestyle flying, even some acro pilots really like this setup. This is one of the most lively and active suspension systems that exists. So watch this. I'm just going to do an exaggerated weight shift, not touching toggles at all. I am touching my risers for just a little bit more leverage. You can see I have full control over the glider without even touching the toggles. It's pretty cool, right? Now, you can do pretty much inverted wing overs if you wanted to without ever touching your toggles. It's not very safe to do that because you gotta have outside brake pressure to do your wing overs. Alright, let's actually use the full system. Alright, leverage soaring, definitely one of my favorite things. If you haven't had a chance to experience it, I highly recommend it if you got an appropriate spot to do that at. It is quite windy and turbulent though. So, what are we going to do about that? So I mentioned earlier that there are other paramotors that have implemented articulating swing arms with swivel bearings in the past. However, none of them have any sort of a damper. And we did a lot of testing on paramotors with articulating swing arms in many different configurations. And I realized that those systems come with a lot of drawback. And the reason is, if the arms are allowed to move in all directions, you first of all cannot use mechanical torque offsets for weight, for torque compensation. And also, you get negative effects from torque, from engine torque, where no matter how stable the system is, when you add power or when you're launching, you will experience twisting forces from the engine. So now, right now, as you can see, I'm flying a machine that has torque compensation fins, and so combined with a really soft set of swing arms, or set of swing arm bushings that I have on this particular machine, this is like the perfect balance. There's basically no torque when you're flying, even at full power, and the machine flies almost perfectly balanced off power as well. So this is a really beautiful, really fun to fly system. One other huge benefit of using the system is that no matter what you're doing, no matter what direction the G's are, the swing arms will orient themselves with the direction of load. That means is they're always in the strongest orientation. And so these are plates, and so they don't like getting twisted. Look at this, I got a Raven homie. What up, dude? Anyway, if you have a rigidly attached swing arm to the frame, any side loading that you experience, for example, if you take a huge collapse and the swing arms get loaded sideways, they are likely to bend and fold. When they're allowed to move freely, like these ones, they will always orient themselves with the direction of torque. And so this allows the swing arms to be as strong as possible and not get damaged. Anyway, I'm a little skeptical about the amount of wind I'm experiencing. As fun as it is, I'm gonna go to the art bridge, see how that goes. So yeah, give it a shot. Love for you to fly one. This is definitely my favorite machine to fly. It's super comfortable with the carbon fiber swing arms. They don't get cold like aluminum. They're nice and strong and nice and light. They look great. The whole paramotor weighs 47 pounds, which is nothing. It's like walking with a backpack with books.